which also perhaps explains why Karnataka attracts a lot of students from outside Karnataka into the state when it comes to education. So long years ago, 25 years, and especially states like Karnataka which have taken the lead, is 25 years ago we used to do it within Karnataka, and for 2 or 3 years we did that. And then we realized learning need not be constrained to geographic borders of our state. And today, I'm truly happy to be at a national final of a quiz like this, created by Karnataka, hosted by Karnataka, where Karnataka is not in the national final. That is fantastic. You know, I think that deserves a round of applause. It is to build a nation, it is to build nanotech in the country. It's fine, I mean, at the end of the day, one would have loved to see a good Karnataka college in the final. But it finally goes down to the deserving from Maharashtra. Joining us on stage from the AISSMS College of Engineering from that state, on table number 3, qualifying into this final from the national capital of our nation, from the School of Open Learning University, please welcome into our final, Bhavya Bansal. The Karnataka colleges, so she is the South India champion of this quiz to get into the national final. From NIT Calicut, that's the National Institute of Technology from Calicut, Gauri Harish as our fourth finalists. From them, we're going to have one of them, of course, emerging as the national champion. And there are prizes for all of the others too. So it's going to be a fairly tight contest, and that is my understanding, especially given the number of serious candidates we had this time and the way Maharashtra. Where from Maharashtra are you, Pratham? You use your mic, which is?
I am from Pune, AISSMS College of Engineering.
All right. So he's exhibiting negative refractive index. What are such materials called? She's gone for it. On my left.
Graphene.
Graphene material. Well, minus 25. What materials are they known as? She's got it wrong. The remaining 3 of you can try. Such materials are termed dash materials. Negative refractive index.
Louis E. Bruss, that's the name of the scientist. All 3 of them won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry 2023 for the synthesization of quantum dots.
And the person in between is Louis Bruss.
Yes.
All the way from BIT Mesra, plus 25. Very, very good answer. Yakimov, Bavendi, and 25. Question number 3. Here we go. In 1931, he's gone. You stopped me.
That's actually the electronic microscope. Electron microscope.
The electron microscope. What more do you know about this?
This is one of the, those two were the creators. I'm not remembering the name of them. But that's electron microscope. I've actually viewed the image. I don't know very much about that. It's actually for observing subatomic particles like electrons and atoms.
From BIT Mesra, he's going to be a tough cookie to beat today. Another 25. Super! That's of course Max Noll. One of them is Max Noll, the famous Max Noll, and the other one is Ernst Ruska. I think Ruska won a Nobel for his work, but absolutely well answered. That is the transmission electron microscope. He gets himself another 25, puts himself into the lead. Extremely interesting questions, beautiful pictures. As we go to question number 4, hands on the buzzer. The others now know the battle's a tight one. On screen, here it is. Michael Faraday Well, if you press the buzzer, I stop speaking. Because that's the way to be fair to the other three contestants. Go ahead, young lady.
It's gold colloidal particles.
Sorry?
Gold nanoparticles. Michael Faraday prepared the first gold nanoparticles.
Gold nanoparticles. Can you tell me a little more about it?
Gold nanoparticle. It shows this color because it is nanoparticles and due to
But he never called it nano. Nano was not used as a word in those days. Gold nanoparticle, but what was it called? So I'm just pushing you. I'm pushing you to give me a better answer. He did not use the word nano. So what did he call it?
microparticles.
She's now trying to find something to fit into it. But she went for it the moment I said Michael Faraday. Quizmaster's discretion, I will give it to you because it's known also as gold nanoparticles. Plus 25 to her. She took her chance, she went for it. He basically called it finely divided metal. So in those days, we described things and didn't name things. So Michael Faraday just simply said finely divided metal or metal in a divided state. But from that image to just hear Michael Faraday and go for it, she's recovered the minus 25 very quickly. As we go to question number 5, on your screens now. One of the bleak futures the planet faces is ecophagy. It basically is the literal consumption of the ecosystem. One of the probable, he's gone for it, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the beep. Use your mic.
Okay, so basically Engines of Creation, written by Eric Drexler, describes nanites, and it also tells about the problematic scenario in which they replicate and causing a scenario called grey goo.
Calling grey goo.
Yes.
You've read that book?
No.
You just prepared for the final?
Yes.
Put your hands together. Oh, fantastic! Now, the objective of a quiz like this is to ignite your curiosity. Now that you earned 25 points at the national final for Grey Goo, go back and read that book. See, that's how you become knowledgeable. A quiz like this does not make you knowledgeable, it teaches you how to improve your knowledge. So the trigger comes from moments like this. Outstanding answer. I think he's raced away to 75. I've come prepared for this quiz, so he's done his research. Question number 6, on your screen. Here we go. All the names are there. This is 2023 Nobel Prize in Physics. What did they work on? What did these three work on? Agostini, Cross, Euler. Great names. What did they work on? Nobody? No one wants to try and take a risk, okay? Anyone in the audience? Yes, young lady on that side, go ahead. Actually worked on the generation of something.
Light.
Go on. Go on, you're close. It's not generation of light, so can't give it to you on that. All right, I think I'll be fair to her. She still stood up, had the courage to try. In the audience, on stage, you would not have got marks, but in an audience, we'll still be lenient with you. They worked on the generation
Pulses of light.
Who said that? Someone else said.
Pulses of light.
Oh, okay, there she is. All right, she's got pulses of light as her answer.
Garden City University.
And
Rita.
Studying what?
I am BSc in Wood Tech.
You're sure, no?
Yeah.
Just. All right, put your hands together. Nice answer from both of them. Yeah.
Sparrow's kite.
She has this habit of answering with a question mark at the end of it. That's her expression. There's a question mark at the end of it. Perfect answer, plus 25. All right. Know, but finding the courage to believe that you know it. And 9 out of 10 times in life, when you believe you know it, you end up being successful in life. What will happen? You will lose the quiz. That's all, no? But if you trust yourself and give correct answers, you might win the quiz. Big deal. That's how you came to a national final from so many students. So into, a few hundred nanometers. That they interact with the molecules of typically a climbing surface. What is the underlying interaction between the climbing surface and, go ahead. You got to give me a better answer for adhesive forces. It's not the technical term. Adhesive force need not be only between lizard and surface. It can be even with
intermolecular.
Got to give me a better. You're in a national final, so I'm going to be pushing you on this. It's an interaction. Almost as nano as the toe hair and the climbing surface. So, it's called something. 3 words actually, dash, dash, dash forces. I'm being fair, I'm helping you. No, minus 25. Sorry, national final. We'll neutralize the buzzer on table 2, minus 25. Van der Waals forces, plus 25. Plus 25. He paid attention, he was waiting. Sorry? So his wrong answer actually helped. Nice, that's the way life is. All right, question. It's also commonly used in applications such as the pregnancy test kit. It works as an antigen-antibody interaction in which the antigen is loaded to the colloidal nanoparticle system. So which nanoparticle the color to be displayed? Which nanoparticles are typically used in such devices to allow the color to be displayed? On table number 2, he's giving it a shot again. Go ahead.
Quantum dots.
I'm helping you. Think of a metal, think of a color. Sometimes don't overcomplicate your thinking. You are. Just give a simple metal, color. Easy answer.
Gold.
Well answered. He had that right on his mind. I knew he was his absolute. Which material was used to make these blue light emitting diodes? It's a type or a form of a nitride. A type or form of a nitride. I just want the first word. Nobody. All right. 5 seconds of time. Anybody in the audience? Yes. You. Gallium nitrate. And your answer? So now tell me, is it the right answer? It is the right answer. Everyone says it's the right answer. Your introduction, please. Let's know who's here. And you're an assistant professor. I'm sorry, my mistake. I should have reminded you. College students quiz program. Sit down. Yeah. Round up. And what are you studying there?
I'm second year B.Tech.
Lovely. All right. Put your hands together for it. We got on to the next one on your screen. Now, materials used in sunscreen lotions normally have an undesirable whitish appearance. Go ahead, young lady.
Zinc oxide and titanium dioxide.
What is the property that is simple 2 words?
That don't absorb the UV radiations from the sun. It's actually used in sunscreens.
So she's explaining the functionality and she stopped me. So go on, I'll be fair because I have not told you what you're telling me. So you're at least explaining to me what it is. So you're saying it's a UV radiation blocker. What's it called? Can you tell me that by any chance?
Sunscreen.
It is a sunscreen lotion, I told you that, but
The nanoparticles, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide are used in the sunscreen to block this.
this is like describing a child and not telling me the child's name. I only want to know the name, or how do you call it? Okay. Neutralize her buzzer. If someone has a better answer, let's wait and see. Otherwise, I will give you the 25. The description is perfect. I'm just looking for a 2-word answer. No one's trying? All right. Quizmaster's discretion, 25 to you. The answer I was looking for is a band cap. These are called band caps which they wear. What you described is absolutely perfect. You got all of it right. Lovely answer. The objective behind such research, and this is where I salute the kind of research that's been given to us, is to show how nanotechnology and these kind of areas play a role in every other walk of life. How often have we seen people like this wearing it on a cricket field? So absolutely fantastic to look at the uses of science even in a field like sports. As we go to the next question, question number 12, 25 to her. We'll take a look at the scores after the next 2 questions, guys, backstage at 15, so that we know where they are headed. On to the next one on your screen now. These...
This is actually the wings of morph butterfly, and they display the property known as iridescence, which is basically changing colors depending on, and this is called actually structural color, which actually goes on to state the fact that the color depends upon the structures as well. And as the light shines on the wings at particular angles, they show different varieties of color. So iridescence.
So these are an example of what type of material?
What type of material?
I'm just asking you. You again told me everything like her, so the rule I'm going to apply will be the same. So don't worry. So be calm. All right. These are basically even spaced layers that actually help. What you said is correct. These are nanostructures constructively which essentially reflect the light in different forms and patterns. So I'll give the points to you. I'll give it to you. But they do have a phototonic, which was easier than what you actually explained. So in all fairness to you, like I gave it to her, 25 to you. As we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer, commonly used on your screen, question 13. I just get a feeling this could be created something so commonly used. Go on. What do you see him? Either ways you've pressed the buzzer. So you might as well. The worst way to tell or get a negative is to say, I don't know. So you might as well get it wrong and get a negative. Go ahead. At least that's how I used to quiz. Good afternoon. You have to answer. We don't have all afternoon to hold this stage.
Sir, what is that? I don't know.
You chose to press the buzzer. No attempt?
Sir,
Go on, I'm waiting for your answer before someone else tries. Taking too long, young lady.
maybe Richard Feynman, I don't know.
All right, minus 25. He's gone for it.
This is Velcro.
Velcro. Okay, you know who that is?
I'm forgetting the name of the scientist, but he was inspired by burdock seeds, and that's why he created this particular.
He actually experimented with burdock seeds and the way they interact with material and cloth, and therefore he created Velcro, which we today use even while wearing, let's say, pads while you play in cricket. And this young man has done his homework. Put your hands together. Velcro. Next time you find Velcro in a handbag or something, you're going to remember the Nano Quiz National Final. Every time she rips open a Velcro, she's going to remember this quiz. 2 more questions and then we'll take. Have you gone for it? Yes? All right.
IBM.
Wait. She's gone for it. She's gone for it. Go on.
This is IBM. It is created by 3 scientists in the lab using xenon and nanoparticles by
So how do you achieve this?
TEM, a transmission electron microscope.
Got to give me a slightly better answer. You're answering well. What kind of instrument do you use?
I already.
You're answering well. You just need to give me the right words. You're thinking well, rather. See, I'm like this encouraging professor who tries to get the answer out. So I'm trying to encourage you to think. You're thinking well. No? She said TM.
Transmission electron microscope with transmission electron microscope.
Can't give it to you. Minus 25. Minus 25. Is he?
TM. Scanning electron microscope.
TM. Scanning, okay. Again.
Scanning tunneling microscope.
Scanning tunneling microscope. Put your hands together. Sometimes in life, getting into NIT Calicut is easier than a quiz final like this. Don't answer out of turn. Question number 15. After this, we'll take a look at the scores on screen now. The mRNA vaccines were one of the crucial factors that enabled us to cross COVID. The whole world knows that. The encapsulation of mRNA by nano formulation using a class of molecules that's found in our cell membranes played a very crucial role. What class of molecules? Very simple, one word. Dash nanoparticles. One simple word. On table 2.
Protein.
Minus 25. We'll neutralize the buzzer. Dash nanoparticles. No one else trying. Anyone in the audience? Quick answer. You've tried? Yes. Second row. From BMS College. And what are you doing at BMS? BSc Biotechnology. Put your hands together. Lovely. Next half of this quiz.
This is DNA origami.
What has origami got to do with this?
Basically, origami is the Japanese art of folding paper without cutting it to form structures.
Okay.
So this is done by folding DNA.
To create similar things. So it's called
DNA origami.
outstanding. Outstanding quizzing. He'll get another 25. Oh, when he's fast, he's really quick and fast. As we go to the next one, question number 17 coming up now.
Mother of pearls.
That's 3 words. Which is correct, but I want a 1 word. You got to learn. There's a beautiful one word for it. Derived from nature. All right, I won't need too much of time. Mother of pearl will give you the 25. It's called Nacre, N-A-C-R-E. A 25 again to him. He is really playing the game well as we go to question number 18 coming up on screen now. Magnetotactic bacteria. Which college? Just take the mic, you'll need it.
BMS College for Women.
And your name?
Varshini.
Put your hands together. Sports people like Roger Federer have greatly benefited in a new era of tennis, where you've got rackets made out of material where the frame has improved structural strength. Outstanding. Plus 25 to him. CNT is what I was looking for. The full form, of course, is carbon nanotubes. He'll get himself a 25. As we go to the next one, we'll take a look at the scores at 20 questions. Composed of transparent, nanoscale material, which are characterized by their intricate and striking patterns. What is the material of their cell made of? Not tough. Very workable answer. Typical cell wall material. It's more a science question, so don't think too much. Just take the mic.
SJB Institute of Technology.
And what are you doing?
BTech.
Your name?
Diksha.
Put your hands together for Diksha. Very good. Having nanopores with diameters approaching those of hydrated ions that are capable of a particular process for water purification. Very important. What type of water would these membranes be used for? Very workable. If they can crack it, I mean, the world will never have water-related issues. Mike, buzzer.
I have a doubt.
Yes?
Is it just a water purification?
It is capable of a particular process of water purification. So all you got to tell me is what type of water, and I'll give you the marks. She's taking a half chance. Go ahead.
Desalination?
Desalination. So basically salt water plus 25. Plus 25. Well, not often do you find a good quizzer who surprises herself with her correct answers. Yeah? I mean, she knows it and then she just wants me to validate it and say, yeah, you're right. And then she's happy she's right. Good. 4 more to go. Let's see if she's going to get 100 out of the 4. That can create trouble. On to the next one. Question number 22. Now, because of their high electricity conductivity and transparency, transparent ITO electrodes are widely used, especially in the modern world of television, smartphones, tabs, etc. They're also used as inorganic light-emitting diodes and solar cells. What is ITO? Go ahead.
Oxide.
Indium oxide, okay. T.
Tellurium.
I'm still waiting, giving you a fair chance. Otherwise, I'll have to wait for someone else.
Tin. Indium tin oxide.
That's your final answer. All right. Well done. He got almost everything right, so he'll get a 25 on that one. As we go to question number 23 on your screen now. Together for her, your introduction. Plasmonics is absolutely right.
I'm Disha from SJBIT and I'm studying in Information Science and Engineering.
Lovely. Lovely. is a technique normally used. He's taking a chance. To do what? What are you trying to do with that? You're not wrong. But I've specifically said AFM tip, which means it's atomic force microscope tip. It's used to create something. So you've stopped me while I would have given you
Nib of pen. Pen nib.
pen nibs.
Pen nib or pencil nib.
All right, I'm going to be leaning on that, especially for lithography, for lithographic pens. But since he came to the writing instrument, etc., plus 25. We take a look at the scores. I have a feeling it's a very interesting scorecard. Here is why I make that comment. Let's take a look at the scores. Oh, Gauri will finish runner-up here today with 75. If you get it wrong, he wins the third place. So think and answer. Because you'll take a negative.
Yes, really.
He'll take a negative and give the third place to the young man on his left. Hard luck to you. Did you have a sense of the answer?
Richard Feynman.
Nice life to sunscreen, lotions, everything can be part of nanotechnology. On that note, till we meet in the future, from me and my team, thank you so much for having us. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, a big round. So much energy, igniting passion, and most importantly, making everybody actually think. You know, you sit back and think. I think that's the most important quality, especially for the youth, and of course for everybody, but particularly the youth. Big round of applause to Giri Balasumar, who is the chair of the Conference Executive Committee, to kindly come up on stage. I also request Dr. BLV Prasad, Director CNS Bangalore, to kindly come on stage. I request the members of the audience to wait for just another 2 minutes for the grand finale. Please put your hands together as I invite these gentlemen onto stage to give many congratulations to the winners for having come all the way from their hometowns or from wherever the Education Nano Summit. So now, at 4th place, we have Pratham Amritkar from AISSMS, Technology of Engineering. It definitely takes a lot of intelligence and knowledge to have come to this position. Once again, can I hear a resounding applause to the student in the 4th place. 3rd place goes to Bhavya Bansal, School of Open University, University of Delhi. And now the national champion of Nano Quiz, Technology Mesra, Jharkhand, representing the East Zone, that's Animesh Patra, the champion of the 2024 edition of Bengaluru, India Nano Quiz.
ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಸುದ್ದಿ ಖಚಿತ, ನ್ಯಾಯ ನಿಶ್ಚಿತ.